Thoughts on the Rook? Alright, the Rook is about this lady called Miffany that's part of an organization that's kind of like MI6. It's in Great Britain. It's kind of like MI6, only for like supernatural creatures. And that's not even really the cool part. You know, the cool part is that when the book starts, she just lost all of her memory. Right? So the book starts and she doesn't have any memory of what's going on, but the previous Miffany, there's a person out riding. He didn't give me the fucking hand sign. I'm gonna like choke his ass. Whatever. Anyways, alright, so the Miffany that was Miffany before she lost her memory found out she was going to lose her memory. Like, she knew it was coming, so she sets up all these plans ahead of time, and notes. She leaves herself a bunch of notes, so she knows what to do. So when she wakes up, she has this note in her pocket, and she reads it, and, you know, she's just trying to, the book normally has like this idiot character that shows you, that asks the questions that you're going to ask, so you know what's going on. But in this one, the character is the main character, and she's not an idiot, she just doesn't have memory. So throughout the whole book, you're like learning things, but you're learning them as she learns them, and it's like fast-paced, and she's like always a step behind knowing what's going on. But the previous Miffany was in the Sheke, is the name of the organization. The previous Miffany is like timid, won't have any confrontation whatsoever, really like anti-confrontational. And this new one's like, you know, everything gets thrown at her, and she has a bunch of like, you know, like screw this, like duck it moments, you know. So it's a really good book. It's a book written by a guy from, I think, America, about a British woman. So, you know, it's kind of odd. But no, it's a definite pickup. The front cover is just kind of has that kind of, it's simple elegance. I think it might look to some just like a cheap book cover, but I really like the way it looks. But like throughout the whole thing, like she's trying to figure this out, and there's this organization called the Grafters that may or may not be coming back, and all that stuff, and there's a lot of undertones, and she's got to figure out how she interacted with people that she's got this like whole life of living with, and she doesn't know them anymore, you know. So it's got this great dynamic is going on there, and you know, she's always like, whoa, you know, just like you would, you know, somebody just dropped you off in a new place and be like, hey, look, this is who you actually are. You don't know this, but this used to be my body, and these are your friends, and these are the enemies, and somebody in this organization is the one that made you lose your memory, and you got to figure out who that is.